Welcome back everyone, I'm Kate Plays Games, this is Snowrunner, and you find us deep in the swamps of the Island Lake map. This is the third map in the game, and we have absolutely monstered it. We only came here at the start of the last episode, and we've pretty much done the whole map already with one truck, the Paystar, our first proper off-road truck. We've been kind of doodling around, we've been rebuilding bridges and opening the sawmill which let us build the bridges, and we've saved someone's car, and we've been delivering metal beams to various power lines to get them up and running. We've just been doing tasks as and when we find them. Found a couple of upgrades which is quite nice. Today we're trying to get up to this watchtower. There's a task that wants us to go and check this broken antenna, so we'll do that. And there's another one called A Little Help for My Friend which wants us to visit all these various points. Luckily we've been finding lots of fuel bowsers all over the place. We bought this one and put this one here. This one has spawned. We found another one here, we sold it. There's another one here. There's what looks like a scout one here. And there's another one here right where we are. So let's just spin round to tomorrow morning and get a move on. We have the final metal beam which we need to finish the power lines contract, which I believe then opens up even more contracts for us to do. Let's just try and get through these reeds without getting stuck. Literally just refueled ourselves at that fuel tanker. And we're being just blasé about using the winch. We're just winching ourselves all over the place. Let's get the all-wheel drive on. There we go, just quick winch yourself out. And we'll see if we cannot finish this map today. That would be good, just knock out an entire map in 2 episodes. I mean, not all maps are the same size. I mean, Black River is absolutely enormous. It took forever to get out of Black River. Spent a few episodes in Smithfield Dam. And we've been here for 1 episode, and I reckon we're doing really well. Apart from all these trees which refuse to despawn and just act as blockers and stop us from moving. There's something stuck under my back tyre and I don't like it. What are we stuck on? I can't even see the dead tree that we were stuck on there, but I'm assuming it's despawned now. Yep, that's fine. These dead trees are a blessing and a curse. As you see, sometimes they don't despawn and they just prevent you from moving at all. Other times they despawn as soon as you touch them. They're nice because you can winch onto them, but other times they're a real pain. One of the upgrades we found in this truck last week was the switch diff for the White Western Star, so that's another good upgrade for that truck. Of course that will only activate when it's in low gear, but it's good to have the option. Just in case the White Western Star starts to struggle, we can stick it in low gear and turn the diff lock on. Get all 8 wheels turning at the same rate. Okay, it looks like we might be leaving this trailer here and venturing off into the woods. So let's just do that. Make sure it's at an easy place for us to hook back in. We'll just detach it. Remember, we've got 120 fuel on that. It's not a huge amount, but it's enough. I'm probably going to need all-wheel drive for messing around in the woods. Right, let's see. Back wheel's struggling to get over that rock, so we'll just give it some diff lock, make all wheels turn at the same rate, and force our way through. Why are we not moving now? Another big rock. Yeah, these big rocks are a pain in the ass, but with diff lock on you'll just eventually spit it out the back. Right, that's enough of that nonsense. We're up the hill. Still can't see the watchtower, which means it's not much of a watchtower, but it's around here somewhere. Here it is. Okay, this looks a little bit steep and a little bit narrow. Ooh. Ooh. Nope. Don't like that. Not going down that way. We will instead come down this way and try and get up the other side. Because that looks way too narrow. We've had problems on this map before with our wide double rear wheels. And I don't want to have these problems again because it's been a pain in the ass to get myself through the tiny little gaps. Is this any better? It looks better. It looks a little bit kinder. Yes, it's much better. Lovely. And that has revealed nothing. Nope, absolutely nothing. I don't think that there is any chance of us getting up here. Because that looks really steep and that looks really narrow. So I think we're gonna head back down, pick up our trailer and then leave the trailer here. And then just go up this main road. Yeah, that looks smart. Just almost thinking about my fuel because we do only have this one truck on this map and there is no garage on this map. We run out of fuel, we're going to have to go and bring another truck from Smithfield Dam, which is a long way away from where we are. Very long way away indeed. Slight change of plan. I'm going to leave our trailer here. Then we're going to refuel at this little scout trailer and we'll hit waypoint 1 and 2 of A Little Hit With My Friends, and then we'll come off onto the main road, do the antenna tower, and then come back and do 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then pick up our trailer and carry on. Again, more planning and decision making and problem solving. That's what this game is all about. Okay, I think this is the turning. Yes it is, so let's detach our trailer, leave that here. And you'll go play in the woods some more, go and get some fuel from up here. Probably will use the winch to drag this little scout trailer all the way back to where our big trailer is. Here we are, lovely. More XP. We are level 12 now, I believe. And you can't connect to the trailer, but you can drag it with your winch. It'll probably tumble around and... I mean, trailers don't take damage, so it doesn't matter how much you abuse them. Yeah, we'll just leave this little trailer here. And we'll leave the big trailer here as well. Because I am going off into the woods. Checkpoint 1. Done. This is a little bit steep and the wheels are being dicks with these rocks, so again I'll just turn on the diff lock. Okay, big rock. All the wheels will spin at the same rate and just slowly grind that rock out the way. There it goes, spit it out the back. Again, the transmission blocks on this truck are not hitboxes, they have not got hitboxes. The hitbox is pretty much where the feet of the crane are. So it's got decent ground clearance. Again, one limitation of this truck, it can only have this one size of tyre. Even if we were to put Even if we were to find and then install the raised suspension, all it would do is lift the hitbox even further off the ground and make it even more unstable than it already is. It's not terribly unstable, this truck. It is just slightly top heavy. Like checkpoint 2. Done. Now we need to go this way, back onto the main road and get up to the antenna tower, which will be a task. It's raining again on Island Lake. Oh, it's really coming down. The weather has no effect on the gameplay, it's just visual. It doesn't make the mud any muddier, and dry days do not make the mud any drier. It's all just atmospheric. I'll just drive around that big rock, I think. Smash some trees down, drive around this rock. A tree of that size would probably make a scout bounce off it and damage it. Big trucks just smash them down. Oh, we're at the antenna tower already, that was easy. Great big blue hatching ahead, this will be a task complete. Bam. Show task. Okay. We have investigated the antenna tower and we have discovered that it is broken, and now we have been tasked with fixing it. And that requires one cargo container, which is from this other antenna. We saw that earlier. Probably do that as soon as we finish this task, because we are doing a little help from my friends. We've done waypoints 1 and 2. We're about to do 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then we'll refuel. We'll pick up our trailer. No, we'll pick up this trailer. Our trailer's here, so we'll refuel here, pick up this trailer which is empty, get the cargo container and take it back to the broken antenna and knock that one out as well. Alright, decision made. More planning, decision making and problem solving. And now the drivey bit. Okay, just watch out for these tree roots. Springy, springy. And into the backwoods we go. Okay, this looks a little bit steep, but I think the Paystar is going to handle it okay. Drops down to first gear, but keeps moving. Good, 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 good. I believe we're in a watchtower grey zone at the minute, yeah. So there could very well be upgrade or something hiding in here. I have to keep my eye out for yellow hatchings. Well, there's the next checkpoint for this task. Boop. Kind of spinning the camera around to try and see anything around me, because grey zones are always suspicious. Have I come the wrong way? I have come the wrong way. I missed the turn off. Apparently I have to turn off here. Really? Down here? Oh, I see it. I see, okay. Ooh, this is going to be a little bit nasty. Need to hit this dead on. That was not dead on. Let's just hook ourselves onto this tree, drag ourselves round. Come on. Oh, for the love of... Right, let's try that again, shall we? And I'm going to preemptively winch onto that tree. Damn. See, we need to get onto this little trail, but our nose is like hitting the ground. Is there anything we can hook our nose into? This? Are you going to drag me up? Apparently so. Alright, okay. Oh, that was nasty, wasn't it? Oh, but we're on the move again, on this tiny little trail, which I can barely see. Come on. Come on, pace start. You can do it. Again, these shifty rocks. They get under your wheels, they stop your progress, and they move. I'm a bit missing it. I mean, this is the most hidden trail I've ever seen. I can only just about see it, but here's the next checkpoint, so that's good. Checkpoint 4 done, 2 more to go. Okay, the trail's a little bit more established here now. You can kind of see where I'm going. Okay, just let gravity take me down. I am not accelerating down here. But I'm going to brake and then tickle the accelerator. Oh. I'm not seeing anything that looks like an upgrade. Okay, looks like we have to get around this corner, which may be difficult. If you get a tree stuck between the legs of your crane and your back wheel, you is gonna have good fun getting yourself unstuck. It is possible, but you almost have to winch yourself directly sideways, and it's just really difficult. Okay, marker number 5. Done. 1 more to go. And it's apparently... oh gods. Oh, look at this. Right. Let's put the handbrake on. Go to photo mode. Go to free cam. I want to investigate this. Okay, we're up there. We need to come down here. But my question is, can we come down this way? And that tree looks a little bit too substantial. Okay. Because that looks like a really nasty double hairpin. And it looks narrow. And off camber. And everything that's just bad. Good. Yes. Alright, and this is another task done. Right, now we're going back to this guy's house. And we're going to get the sideboard trailer, which is here. And we're going to refuel, which is a little bit further on. Couldn't see it. It was hiding behind the trees. I thought I'd misplaced it. Below fuel. That feels better. Okay, then we're going to get this trailer, and then we're going to go and get a cargo container. We're going to take that up to the antenna. Probably the sideboard trailer up there, because I don't care about it. Not particularly interested in selling it either. Yeah, because it's literally just here. Pick up the cargo container. And then take it all the way along here. Up here. This little pond is a little bit bad. It's not too bad because, as you can see, there's trees all over it, so you can winch yourself through. And there's that little scout fuel thingy on the way, so that's good. We will be able to refuel on the way to do this. Right. You see why I brought the truck with the low saddle, because I knew from playing this game a couple of times before that there are sideboard semis all over this map. And because low saddle's good anyway, because as we've already seen, you can still hook into regular trailers as well. So it just gives you more options. The only slightly annoying thing is that the pickup zone for the cargo containers is actually not on the road, it's actually in the swamp, so we're going to have to drive in, and then we'll use the length of the semi-trailer to find something to winch onto and reverse ourselves out. Might not be easy, but we have just filled up on fuel. Okay, here we go. There's that tree stump just there on the left, and a couple of trees behind us. Oh, this is going to be fine. Okay, we need one cargo container. Thank you kindly. Oh, I'm stuck on that dead tree. Get out from under my wheels, you... Right, good, it's despawned now. What an absolute turd. I hate these things, man. I hate them. And these tree stumps are like a permanent thing. I'm not a huge fan of them either. Now this little patch of ground I'm on right now seems to be quite stable, so we'll use that to turn around. Go the other side of that power line. Come on, Mr. Trailer, whip yourself round the pole. There we go. Right, let's raid that little scout fuel carrier for some fuel, and then we'll drive all the way up to the antenna. Right, make sure we pull from the scout fuel carrier, thank you. But not accidentally drain our fuel carrying trailer. Watch out for this fallen tree on the left. It can despawn if you hit it hard enough, but most of the time it just spears itself straight through your engine. That's not good times. Right, this is the big pond coming up. These fallen trees will stop speeding themselves through my engine. We'll be able to make some progress. You don't really want to go straight through this because it's quite deep, so I'm going to go off to the left because there's more trees on the left. Just in case we need to winch ourselves. Progress is slow, so I'm going to go to low gear, turn the diff locks on, and progress is non-existent. Okay. Let's winch the trailer as far forward as it can reach, which is only that tree stump. Not great. But it will at least get us moving a little bit. Again, underwater mud, worst mud in the game, and that's what we're in right now. That's probably far enough. That will then let us winch ourselves forward. Again, this is why I stuck to the left hand side, because there's more trees on the left hand side. judicious use of the winch. Again, we'll do the swim method just to stop our tyres from moving in a straight line and digging a trench. And I think we're good. Some nasty looking big rocks up ahead. Looks like we can skirt around them by cutting the apex. Let's do that. Yeah, I saw you big rocks. I'm not playing your games. Again, just driving around the mud, not through the mud, because I'm clever. And eventually, slowly but surely, we made it. There we go. So now we're going back down here. We're going to abandon this trailer, pick up the one we had before, because we're doing power lines, and then back this way and actually finish that contract. And we'll go here and refuel and then see what we're doing next. Well, we're going to go up here, northeast. So we'll go and hit that watchtower. And then we'll get that rusty legacy car and take it back here, and then come back, do that watchtower and see what's in the northeast of the map. So far, so good. And we're back at the mud pit again. Again, we'll just go to the right this time because there's more trees on this side. And because we know we got stuck last time, I'm just going to immediately winch myself onto this nice giant tree stump. Go to low gear, put the diff locks on. Not that it's helping all that much, but we are at least moving. This is a really bad mud pit. Underwater mud is just the worst. Right, now we'll just get the trailer winched onto the same tree stump. Winches don't just get longer with upgrades, they get more powerful as well. So they can be a real big help. Alright, I think we're back on the main road. Indeed we are. Excellent. Let's go and pick up our own trailer and drop this one wherever. Right, I think we'll just abandon this one here. Go and get my own trailer. And we'll finally get the power restored. Right, that scout thingy's getting kind of half empty now, but it's all good. We have 360 litres of fuel, a trailer, a stack of metal beams, and a hope and a dream. You know, I said I was concerned about the feet on this trailer dragging, but they haven't ever really done that because this truck is actually quite high. It's quite a tall frame, so the saddle's actually quite high up. So saddle placement can make a difference to trucks. Like some of the bigger trucks, when you put the high saddle on them, it really lifts the trailer off the ground, and that's fantastic. So that's one reason why you might want to put the race suspension on the Paystar. Even though it doesn't get bigger wheels, it will lift the saddle higher up and therefore lift the trailing legs of the trailer higher up. Right, we're finally approaching the final power line, which we've been trying to do since we got here. Bringing one metal beam at a time to each pole. But here we go. Nice. Another chunk of change, another big chunk of XP, and probably unlocked some more tasks for us. Yep, we didn't get the notification, but there is this. We need to get 3 units of drilling equipment to the warehouse, and that will open warehouse access, or whatever this warehouse gives us. They weigh 10 tons. They take 4 cargo each. There's one of them here, one of them here, and this one gives you infinite. Again, in the olden days, you used to have to go to each one of these old oil rigs and break them down and grab the parts. But people were moaning that, you know, sometimes the huge big cargo, because it's the big 4-slot cargo, sometimes that would become impossible to retrieve in the swamp. So again, the developers changed it, so one of the 3 drill sites gives infinite of that resource. Again, we'll just take a little splash of fuel from this maintenance trailer. Thank you very much. Once we've got this car, I think we'll go up here and then to that and then down here and then deliver the car. That's how smart people would do it, so let's do it like that, shall we? Let's not be an idiot. Right, again, we've got 360 litres of fuel, an empty trailer, an empty head. Nearly tipped over just then, did you notice that? Right, so this little trailer we're hauling only has room for 3 cargoes, so we will not be able to use that to do the instruments of development. We will need to go and get a longer sideboard bed. And whilst we're here, we might as well just take another 12 litres of fuel, because why not? In moving these big, massive cargo containers, which are 4 slots long, I'm not sure whether I want to do it in the blue sideboard semi-trailer, because that'll make it really top-heavy, having 4 slots of cargo riding up high, because they're at kind of the level of that fuel tank on our trailer. Maybe it would be better to get a ramped flatbed normal trailer and pull it behind, because then it'll be right down on the ground, lower centre of gravity. But then, of course, we won't have weight pressing down on the rear axles. We'll be dragging all the weight behind us. So maybe I'm kind of torn. 6.5 dozen, I think. Maybe we just use the sideboard bed. I think maybe having extra force on the rear axle will be better than having a lower centre of gravity. Anyway, we've made it to this watchtower, so that's wonderful. What secrets have you got for me, Mr. Watchtower? Nothing. Well, that's fine. See, there's another grey area here. Another grey area here, which... some sort of trailer. I think that's a maintenance trailer up there. Could be an upgrade or something hiding in there. But looks like we can just go and get this guy's car. It looks like another scout fuel thingy there. So depending on how difficult that guy's car is to get, we might need that scout fuel trailer. No, it's not too far away at all. I think we'll be able to winch that. If not with the winch, then with the crane boom. Extend the crane boom. Gotcha, you little turd. Come here. I'm not going into that swamp. You're coming here to me. I know it's a dangerous water level. I'm dragging you out of the water. Just behave yourself. And we'll just let it go. Do I want to lift that car onto the back of the trailer? That's probably the best idea. So I'm going to back the trailer up. Detach it. And tow this little swine around to the other side of the trailer, and we'll lift it on board the trailer. Just so I've got my winch free for winching myself. I don't have to worry about what this little dude is doing behind me. Right, where's your roof winching point? There. Oopsie daisy. Just shorten the boom, get more power, up you go. Just get over there. And rotate. It'll go on, it slowly very slowly rotating. Come on, man, I'm burning fuel here. Rotate faster, but not too fast. Oh, this is just pain. This is just pain. Just rotate, little dude. That looks fairly straight to me. Looks fairly central on the trailer. That looks good. Restore crane, sink into the mud. Get the trailer, pack the... Now why has it done that? Why has it packed itself like that? Oh, Snowrunner, why you gotta be like this? No, it's not straight. Okay, as soon as we packed it, the physics went a little bit wild and it tried to jump off the back of the trailer. But it's fine. It's where it needs to be. What an absolute turd. There's that little scout fuel thing, which I think we might take with us as well. So what I'm going to do is detach the trailer again. I'm going to go and get that scout fuel thingy. I'm going to drag it down here, and I might try and crane it onto the back of the trailer and pack it, if it'll work. And get 30 more experience anyway. Lovely. Every little helps on the grind to level 30, which is the final level of the game. I don't think it unlocks very much, other than maybe... I don't know. As I said, the upgrades are weird. Some of them don't unlock anything, some of them only unlock cosmetics. Some of them unlock trucks, which is a good thing. I may have to look at that at some point. Like, which trucks have we unlocked? Okay, I'm just gonna drag this thing around the back of the trailer, if I can. Ugh. An attempt to winch it onto the top. Now the issue we have here is that this trailer does not have a winching point at the top. It's at the back or the front or the sides, which makes it a little bit of a pain in the titty bobs to actually get on the back of your trailer. Oh, almost had it. Well, it's on the trailer, but it ain't right, so we'll have to hook onto that and just do that. I mean, will that pack? I don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that's to hook back onto the trailer. I don't think it's going to pack like that. If it doesn't, we'll just let it fall off the trailer, then we'll drag it behind us with the winch. Pack, trucks and trailers. No, it hasn't. That's fine. What I'll do then, I'll just attach the winch to it now. And if it falls off, it falls off. Hey everybody, it fell off! Okay, we are now winching it by the side, and that's not good. So let's grab it by the front. And now we're hauling probably 900 fuel. Whoops, let's drive around this broken chassis. Okay, it's getting a little bit dark, so we'll just move time on. There we go, now we can see what we're doing. What we're doing is running into a light pole after I've put all the all the effort into repairing the power lines and I'm bashing into them. There's a foundation of a house. I'm assuming the rest of the house is in bits and pieces and scattered all over the rest of the region when the big flood came to Michigan. And what we have up ahead is a whacking great big truck. I'm putting the diff locks on because the front leg of that trailer is just dragging in the ground and it's just really annoying me, so diff lock on in low gear just to keep myself moving. Alright, this is the Twinsteer. And show task. No country for old truck. What we have to do is to restore the Twinsteer. And this needs nearly 600 repair points and 360 fuel. Now we've got a maintenance trailer here, but that only has like 300 repair points. But back here is a proper service trailer. That's the word I was looking for. Service trailer. So I am going to detach the trailers that we're pulling just now, and I'm going to take my own truck and I'm going to go all the way there, and then I'm going to come all the way back, and we'll fix this thing up right here, right now. But first we need to actually get these things out of the way. Release winch, detach trailer. We have got a tiny amount of repair points on our trailer, but I want to use that for me in emergencies, not for this. The Twinsteer is a love it or hate it truck. I personally love it, but it is extremely dependent on player skill. You need to be good. Turning my engine off when I'm talking about this thing. As you can see, it's one long piece, and this is the only upgrade it has. It has a 4-slot cargo bed, and that's it. It cannot have anything else. It cannot pull trailers. It does not have a trailer hitch. So it's just a single 4-slot cargo bed. It's got masses of power. Both of the front axles steer, that's why it's called the Twinsteer. And at the minute, it does have diff lock, but it doesn't have all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is locked. It's not even in the base game. That was introduced in Season 1, which is one of the Russian maps. So for some reason, the all-wheel drive to this excellent truck is in a Russian map, but that's because no one was using the truck because it was too difficult to use. But once you get all-wheel drive on that thing, it becomes an absolute beast. This is the smallest tyres it has. It does have a raised suspension, and it gets 2 other sizes of tyres. But the issue is that the different sizes of tyres have different tyre sets. When it uses the smaller tyres, it can have OHD1s, which is the excellent tyres we have on our own truck. The larger tyres can have OHS2s, which are really good. I mean, they're huge big tyres. I think it's got OHS2s on just now, but the little skinny ones. But again, it will only have a single axle at the back, and with OHD1s it will have a double, which makes it more stable. Because the problem with the Twinsteer, people call it the tip steer, because it is a single really long truck with a stiff frame. It's pretty easy to roll it over unless you're really careful. So as I said, it is a test of driver skill. But if you can get good at driving it, it is an absolute beast. Speedrunning is a thing in Snowrunner for some reason, and speedrunners use the Twinsteer all the time. Because when it gets its top line engine, it's really fast. It's fast, it's powerful, it hauls 4 cargo, it's got massive wheels. When it's upgraded, it's got all-wheel drive, it's just great. But this is like the first really big heavy truck we find. But I think it literally is the first truck in the heavy class that you stumble across. Now, after we restore it, I may be tempted to use that for the 4-slot drilling equipment tasks. If you roll it over, we've got the Paystar here. I mean, whether or not a Paystar is strong enough to flip a Twinsteer back on its wheels, I don't know. Is this the front end of that house? Is this the top of that house that got washed off its foundations? I think it might be. Well, that's that mystery solved. Sir, I've found your house. Okay, here we go. Boomba! Service trailer. Right. Let's get this Twinsteer back in operation. And here we are, approaching the Twinsteer. This has been an absolute slog. We've never got out of second gear. We've never come to a halt, but we've never got out of second gear, and we've used up almost all of our entire fuel tank to get back here. Because this service trailer weighs a lot, and we're just dragging that weight magically, even though it doesn't touch the back of the truck. But yeah, this has been a grind, man. But we're here now. So, no harm, no foul. Let's just try and cut through here if we can. Thank you, Mr. Dead Tree. You can go away now. No one likes you. Okay, now we're stuck. Am I actually stuck? I'm actually stuck. Okay, not great. See if you can winch yourselves onto the Twinsteer, because it's huge and heavy. Thank you, Mr. Twinsteer. I shall repair you now. Yeesh. Right, let's see. Repair. We have 1,500 repair points and 8 spare wheels, just as well. Oh, it doesn't need any spare wheels, but it needs everything else. Boomba! Done. I actually need to get myself out of here. Oh, this is just such a horrible mud pit. Let me through. I need to make room to drive the Twinsteer out. That'll do, and then detach trailer. Don't want to drive through the reeds, so I'm going to try and reverse. Winch the Scout fuel trailer closer to the Twinsteer, like so. First of all, I'm going to refuel myself, because I'm more important than the Twinsteer is. God, I've only just about got enough fuel to do this. Boom! And we have ourselves a Twinsteer. Nice. Alright, that went well. Hit that last watchtower, get back here, deliver the car there. And then it's decommissioned the 3 oil rigs. Nice. That means we are doing Rusty Legacy. Oh yeah, we also have to pick up 2 wooden planks and take it here. Dang it, forgot about that one. Let's go. Watchtower right here. Good, it's on the road. That's great, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, second gear. Hallelujah. Ooh, upgrade right here. So I shall be detaching El Trainerino and venturing into the swamp to get this upgrade, because it might be something cool. It might be something for the Twinsteer. Now that we have it. Oh yeah, I can see the car. What I'm looking at here is how many upright trees and how many big trees we have. Because I think this is going to be a winch yourself there, a winch yourself back kind of deal. That's what the winch is there for. I'm going to go low gear and turn the diffs on. Just to give ourselves every advantage we can. That's as far as that tree's going to take us. Next one is a dead tree, that's fine. I'll just go this way a little bit. And then before it despawns, we'll release the winch and winch onto that upstanding tree. Thank you. We'll try and go around these dead trees because we might need them to haul ourselves back out. Then I'll winch the back of my truck onto the standing tree. Dead tree despawned. Deciding which part of your truck to winch and where to winch it onto comes with experience. You'll just get a feel for it. Like, I think I'll make more progress by winching the back end of my truck, or maybe the middle of my truck, or the front of my truck in this case. This had better be a good upgrade for something. It better had, and it is an engine, 50 nanometers. It's a scout engine for some crappy scouts. Oh dear. Right, let's try and turn around here on this little dry spit of land. Well, we got another upgrade at least. It's an engine for some scouts. Alright, we're back in the main road. Didn't waste too much fuel doing that, that's good. I've still got my diff locks on, I wonder why I was moving so slowly. Right, let's deliver this car. It's one of the first tasks we picked up on this map, but it's taken us 2 episodes to get it done. Okay, here we go, back at the Rusty Legacy house, which is sinking into the mud, so we don't want to drive in there because it's a pain in the ass to get back out. So I'm just going to throw this little car in here with my crane. Unpack trucks and trailers, turn the crane on, put the riggers out, probably just come here, stupid little car. Right, fine, you're going to be like that, are you? Come and see here. I'm just going to... There we go. Oh, that's the way to do it. Trust me, you do not want to go down there. I went down there once, and I think I'm still down there. It is bad. Right, the one task we have left is the corporate expansion task, so that means we actually do want to go down that way and go to the sawmill, pick up 2 more wooden planks, come here, build that bridge, and then we'll maybe play around with the Twinsteer. Paystar for the win. It's pretty much done. It has. I was going to say it's pretty much done this map on its own, but it's the only truck we've got here. It has done this entire map on its own. We only had to bring 1 truck here, which is nice because there's no garage. There's semi-trailer and fuel containers and little scout fuel carriers dotted around this map. We did make a good choice to bring this little short semi-trailer with the fuel, because we have actually had to use it a couple of times. So that was a good decision. Okay, corporate expansion, here we come. 2 more wooden planks from this place. Bip bip. Make sure we've got 2 on. So we've manoeuvred all the fuel bowsers into better locations which are directly on the main road, and it's worked out fine. This one truck has done the whole map all on his own. I'm making a change of plan. I am going back onto that main road, and I am transferring these 2 wooden planks onto the blue semi-trailer. Because when we build that bridge, we're going to go over the bridge, go to the old oil rig, and we're going to grab its 4-slot cargo on that 5-slot trailer, which will then be empty because we've just expended these 2 wooden planks. Let's actually play smart, as if I know what I'm doing. I know it's pretty dangerous. Unpack cargo, detached trailer. We'll just stop here, get the crane out, and act like we're smart. Get just somewhere close to being in it. That's all that we need. When you're using the crane, you can't do you can do a full 360, but no more than that. It will stop you going all the way round again. So do be careful. Right, that's going to be good enough. Hopefully I left this one in a good position. Looks like it did. Attached trailer, packed cargo. Well, it's put a gap in between them, but that doesn't matter. Right, here we go. 5th and I believe final bridge. Nice. Right, now let's deliver 3 lots of massive drilling equipment. It only weighs 10 tons, but it is 4 slots, and it's quite top heavy. But the weight is not the issue here, it really isn't. We've pulled 10 tons before. The oil rig drill is 10 tons, 2 units of metal beams is 10 tons. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn around before we pick up the cargo, and I'm going to pick up the cargo on the way out. Because that's the smart thing to do. Yeah, these oil rigs have seen better days, have they not? I mean, this whole massive hatching area is all the cargo loading zone, so you can pick it up whenever. I'd rather pick it up on the way out. I don't want to be driving through all this mud with 10 tons on my back end. Well, this looks like quite a good place, so let's get some drilling equipment. This needs to go all the way back to the warehouse. Now, what's the best way of getting there from here? Here, refuel there. I'm not going to refuel from this scout fuel carrier. I want to leave it a little bit intact. Through the sawmill, over the rickety bridges and straight in. Can't think of any better route to take, so let's do that. Ooh, she wobbly though. She wobbly. As I said, it's top heavy. That's why I was considering going and getting the flatbed trailer, because then it would be really low down, really low centre of gravity, and much more stable. And here we are. Done. Right, I'm going to take this back to the trailer store and sell it. And then refuel myself from the little baby fuel carrier that's there. And then I think we might just have enough time this episode to attempt to do the other 2 drilling equipments with the Twinsteer. I shall of course edit this down as much as I can, There has been a lot of driving to and fro, so I'll be able to cut all that out. So I'm sure we'll have enough time to try and do the Twinsteer. Here we are. How much are we getting for this? 6,800. Nice. Refuel. Turn the engine off. When you change trucks, do remember to turn your engines off, because they will keep running. Okay, how are we going to get to that abandoned drilling site? Shall we just try and go through the swamp? Shall we just try it? Be that blasé? Okay. Big ass Twinsteer. All the power in the world. Unfortunately, we don't have all-wheel drive yet, so we're going to have to winch ourselves out. Hopefully the back end will winch onto this tree, and hopefully that tree is going to be strong enough to let me out. The tree was not strong enough to let me out. Let's try reversing. Let's try winching onto that big tree and reversing. I'm just going to break the suction, because it's been lying here for God knows how many years. There we go, now we're out. And steer away from the rut we were just in. Didn't work, we're straight back in it. It's not going well. Aha. I spy something directly behind. Jesus Christ. Just let me move. Come on, let's go. There we go. Bloody giant mud pits. Okay, this is the Twinsteer. What does it look like inside? Ooh. This is the most modern truck we've ever had. Fancy. Been a while since I drove this thing. I might be a little bit rusty. I do have to bear in mind this is completely non-upgraded. What we have is what we have. Let's go low gear, turn the diff locks on. Even though, of course, only the rear axle is being driven. And my stupid brain says we need to go through this swamp, so okay. Let's give it a go. Use the winch as much as we can. Hey, what are we stuck on? Probably that tree that's under my front axle. Yep. Good, 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 good. Stuck on a tree. Fantastic. Mr. Tree, could you just despawn, please? Mr. Tree. Now it's gone. Jeez. And the one underneath it hasn't, but it will soon. Just need to be careful about winching this thing at right angles, because distinct possibility I'll just peel it over. It ain't known as a tip steer for nothing. Right. Now we want to do that to there. These goddamn rotten trees are just refusing to break and despawn and be nice. So I'll just have to try and avoid them. I don't know what the rules are for these things despawning, it just happens at random. You'll be pulling on it and then it'll just decide, nope, I've had it, my time is up, and it'll just break and despawn and fall through the world, and that's it. No more fun for you. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's going to be good. Yeah, winch the back end round. Good, and then that means of course that the front end now gets to get winched. It's the good thing about this truck being so long. You've got winch points front and back and side, so you can pretty much drag yourself wherever you need to go. I mean, have we actually done any locomotion under our own power? Or has it all just been winch? Does it matter? No, it doesn't. It would be nice if we could actually drive it though, instead of just using it like a winching car. Oh, okay, that looks good. Yep, big strong pill. I've pretty much just dragged this thing through the swamp. Coming through the swamp was a stupid idea anyway, but you know what? It's fun. And very similar to EVE Online, fun per hour is the only metric that matters. This is an open world sandbox game. Your progress is pretty much set by yourself. You set your own goals. Do what you find the most fun. Oh, come on, man. Let me attach to that tree. Don't be a douche. There we go. The good thing about this thing being so long, when you get all-wheel drive, is that most mud pits on roads are quite short, so your rear wheels will still be on dry ground whilst your front wheels are in the mud, so they'll push you through, and then by the time the rear wheels are in the mud, the front wheels are in the dry on the other side. So it's all good stuff. But of course, all-wheel drive for this is a long way away. Gameplay-wise and location-wise, it's all the way in one of the Russian maps. On the Kola Peninsula, I believe. Which was an absolute beast of a first season. Well, it is a rude awakening DLC. Let me put it like that. You know that playtime is over. Didn't think that tree would stand up to that much pulling force, but it did. Hey, we made it on dry land, everyone. The Twinsteer is on dry land. We made it through the swamp. It didn't burn all that much fuel because I was pretty much just pulling it along with the winch. Now this next bit may be a little bit loud because this is one of the oil rigs that actually deconstructs. And I'm going to try and get this thing as level as I can before we do it. Here we go. Boom. Goodbye oil rig. The other one didn't do that because the other one is the one that provides infinite of these big boxes. As I said, when the game first came out, you got 3 of these and only 3. And if for an instance you fell off this bridge, you'd have to try and get the heavy crane. And it was just a big palaver and players didn't like it. So it eventually got changed. So that 2 of them deconstruct, but the first one we went to over the bridge gives you infinite boxes. I think the route that this thing has to do is relatively flat. See, it's a little bit tippy. It's not known as a tip steer for nothing. Basically, if you're on an incline on this thing, don't turn your wheels. Just steer it straight. Right, main road. Sweet. Might as well refuel here. If that's the maintenance thing, that means you're almost home already. That's cool. I like that. Lights, good. Horn. Mid. Again, we're very long. So, do this. You can really aid the stability of this truck by putting the OHD1 tyres on. I'm sure this has got OHS3s on at the minute. Which, as I said when we introduced the Paystar, are the second best tyres. But again, you only get one of them on the back. So, doubling up the tyres on the back with the OHD1s will make a huge difference to the stability of this truck. But unfortunately, it only gets OHD1 on its smallest tyre radius. I think these are 55 inch. And I think the other sizes on this are 63 and 73, something like that, or 61 and 73. Yeah, the huge tyres for this vehicle are absolutely enormous. And it really makes it sing when it's got all-wheel drive. But you can only have single tyres on. And obviously when you've got the race suspension and larger wheels, it of course means that it's even more tippy, because you've raised the centre of gravity significantly. You know, whatever these tyres are that's on it, they're kind of struggling in the mud, even on low gear with diff locks on, so we'll just help them out as much as we can with the winch. Again, for this bit, we'll just leave the low gear and diff lock on. Because diff lock means that only the 4 rear wheels are actually turning at the same rate, because they're the ones that are receiving power. The ones at the front are just dead weight, they're not doing anything. But Twinsteer has made his first delivery, our first heavy truck. Done. And the last one is there. Do not want to use a Twinsteer for that, because that hill is really quite steep and you have to turn a corner when you're coming off the top, and I don't want to do that in the Twinsteer. So I think Mr. Twinsteer is going to go back to the garage. All the way back in Smithfield Dam. Okay, he's made it. Let's have a look at his upgrades. 200 nanometer engine, and it goes all the way up to 250. Gearbox, full range of gearboxes. Suspension. Oh no, it's Alaska. We get the race suspension in this, that's good. Yeah, 63. I'm sure it had 3 sizes of tyre. Interesting. Oh, I see. We had all-terrain heavy soft, heavy all-terrain heavy single, 1.5, 1.5, 1.2. Right, let's get some OHD ones on this thing. As you see, it does have OHS2s, but it's better with OHD 1 because that gives you double on the back. You got 2 tyres at the back, and because it's only rear wheel drive, that means we've just doubled our traction as well, because we've got double the amount of rubber on the ground. Extended heavy, still can't quite get that. Twin motor heavy would be nice, because it just gives you more power, 130 pulling power. Snorkel, not that it really needs much snorkel, but we'll give it that. Engageable all-wheel drive, Kola Peninsula, Russia. Yeah, that's a long way away. Speaking of OHD1, here we are back in the Paystar in Island Lake. Let's just get ourselves a little semi-trailer, SL sideboard semi-trailer, right. Let's go and finish this drilling equipment task and this episode. Plotted the route, we're just going to go pretty much all the way around. Pick it up here, come back here. Fuel might be a bit of an issue because we've only got one place to refuel, and that's on the way here. But when you come out of this, and come up this hill, turning right is much easier than trying to hairpin left. So we'll see how we do. And as you can see, this junction here is the entire reason I'm not here in the Twinsteer. Because trying to make the Twinsteer turn down this hill and turn up it at the other end on the way back is just a disaster waiting to happen. So that's why I didn't bring the Twinsteer. Especially not when it only had its all-terrain tyres on. Dear God. So again, we'll just drive all the way around this oil rig and pick up the loot on the way back out. In fact, maybe here, when we're on dirt and we're relatively level. Yeah, this looks good. Bye-bye, oil rig. Let's go. And that, I believe, is Island Lake pretty much complete, apart from all the logging stuff, of course, but we've been putting all the logging off. because I still haven't got the truck I want to use for it. Let's actually turn all-wheel drive on now, because I think we're going to need it. Okay, this hill's like the only challenging bit of this delivery. Maybe the Twinsteer could have made it. Well, it's too late now, it's back in Smithfield. But it has got nice new OHD ones on it, so it might make another appearance on the final map, or somewhere. Yeah, turning right is fine. Turning left out of here, big no-no. Right. Let's get to the warehouse and get this episode done at long last. Through the lumber mill, over the bridges, and all the way to the warehouse. Well then. The unthinkable has happened. The Paystar has fallen flat on its ass. It came off this bridge, hit this little bump here, and over it went, like instantly, just boom, gone. So yeah, we almost made it. We almost made it, and now I'm going to have to bring another truck with a heavy crane all the way down here to pick up this truck, pick up that container, put it on there, and we'll do that at the start of the next episode. I've had enough of this. This is a bad place to leave it. Still, Paystar has been brilliant. It's done this whole map all on its own, apart from this one abandoned drilling site that the Twinsteer did as a demonstration of its prowess. Other than that, whole map has been cleared by a single truck, and it's been excellent until it fell over. So, come back next time and we'll mount a rescue operation, and until then, do look after yourself, and I'll speak to you again soon.